The day of my birthday, March 30th, I got a call from Kurt from a payphone that didn't say anything, just hey. Kurt was missing, I believe I got home and listened to my messages, and there was Kurt's message and all these insane messages from Courtney. She'd be screaming, I know he's there, and it was the same for the next few days. A lot of people thought he was with me, he wasn't. I remember calling Cali and he was there with Jessica in the house. He told me that he'd had a dream that Kurt showed up holding a big white bag like a gym bag. I told him it sounded creepy to me, that he should get the fuck out of there. He came home to LA that night. We were looking for Kurt. Courtney had us calling places, threatening people, wanted me to strong arm people she thought might have been hiding Kurt. I wanted to do it to clear my own name. People thought it could have been me. Cali found out Kurt was back in Seattle, left a note for him and took off to LA. My mom and I picked Cali up from the airport. We went to my friend Candace's at the airport. Someone was following my mother's car. We had to do some quick maneuvering to lose them. We thought it was a PI. We went over to Candace's house and my mom called to let us know that someone had died and that Cali should call his parents because everyone thought it was him. It was surreal. At that point, I hadn't talked to Courtney as a friend that whole last couple of weeks. She was so crazy. Someone called us at Candace's. Someone from Gold Mountain arranged for us to take a flight from LA up to the house in Seattle. The plane we were on was full of people going there for the same reason. Via Gold Mountain, we got off the plane and people were taking pictures when we got to the house. It was weird. There was someone from MTV reporting from in front of the house. Someone else draping black plastic over the trees to stop people coming in. There were so many people in the house. We were just looking for Francis. Cali and I went into a room and there were people there. We'd hear the occasional scream let out. Courtney was screaming, it was all really weird. We all didn't know how to act. We wanted to make sure Francis was okay. We're like, we gotta get the hell out. Remember blacking out, going to the funeral, hanging out with whole bases. Kristen Pfaff, little did we know, but Cali and I were really sick. We gotten hepatitis. We went back to the Roosevelt Hotel downtown after the funeral, still on drugs. And the manager came up and told us the credit cards we were on had been canceled. Gold Mountain flew us back to LA. Everyone was like, you've gotta get off drugs. My mom drove us out to El Paso, Texas to try and help us get clean. It was when we were there we noticed we bright yellow from the hepatitis. We drove back and got hospitalized. It was a blur after that. For a while there was this one guy who found me through my brother, came at me with this whole conspiracy theory. The idea that Kurt was killed, it's ridiculous. He himself had told me a couple of times that if he was gonna kill himself, that would be the way he'd do it. Exactly that way. We joke about it. We joke about the process, doing such a big enough issue of dope that we could get the gun to our heads, and that was what happened. That was the humor we kept with him, childishly making fun of people. He himself had told me a couple of times that if he was gonna kill himself, that would be the way he'd do it. Exactly that way. We joke about it. We joke about the process, doing such a big enough issue of dope that we could get the gun to our heads, and that was what happened. That was the humor we kept with him, childishly making fun